Afternoon and welcome to your auction wrap for the 14th of October 2017. Our week's auctions commenced on Wednesday night at the Di Jones auction room, and we had two auctions up for submission. First up, we sold 3 of 531 New South Head Road, Double Bay, a great price achieved by Jane Schumann. Next up, we had Heath and Sam Schumann. They passed in 4 of 166 New South Head Road, Edgecliff. As I said, I know that we're getting very close, and I'm sure that will exchange in the coming days. Today we had, first up was a sole prior, and that was with Val and Linda. It was 2 Robinson Close in Hornsby Heights. It sold for a great price of $980,000. Our first auction that we actually went to today was with Heath and Wilson. That was 9 Lansdowne Street in Eastwood. A wonderful result and a great example of what happens when you get the price guide right. We had 12 registrations and it sold for $2,550,000. So well done, Heath. Next up, we had 47 Cardinal Avenue, Beecroft. A nice home in an area I know that has probably been hit by the market a little bit in the weeks that have just gone. And it passed in with no bid, but I know that Roz is negotiating with a party or 2 parties at the moment. Next up, I popped that to Castle Hill for Rob Matheson, and I passed in 7 Maybush Way in Castle Hill. It was passed in a live bid of $1,500,000. The interesting thing there was a party turned up, but we hadn't actually thought we were going to turn up, and the party that we did expect to turn up didn't turn up. So the thing is, we've always got to run to auction. He is getting close, and I know Rob will be working extremely hard to exchange that property soon. Next up was 24 Wood Street. Look, a tough property, and I suppose the auction process has worked, and now Heath has got the guide where he wanted to be, and I know that he'll expect to sell that in the coming days. And finally, we had 18A Hampden Avenue in Wahroonga. We just had a tough auction, a much-loved home, held for 42 years, and it just sold for $2,080,000. Some great work on the floor from Fee and Susie. I can see the vendors are very happy with the exchange. Once again, as I said, a tougher day today that we've had in a couple of weeks before. Sort of knew this one a few days ago where we were going to lie. The properties are now being positioned, and I'm very confident in the ensuing days that they will actually sell. And I just want to say, great work from the team with this week's auctions. I need you to really focus over the coming weeks to make sure that we get as much stock on before Christmas. We're on 38 auctions. The goal, remember, for the team is 50. So we've got to get those appraisals in, get the listings on, and then everyone can enjoy their Christmas. I'm not going to be here next week. I'm going to be at Melville Island, hopefully catching some fish. And so obviously all your questions you can direct to Rob Ward. Thanks for joining me. See you in a couple of weeks.